Hey
Hello,
guys.
everyone.
What's up? This podcast we had Brian Logan Dales and Matt from the band Dales.
And tomorrow we're in Seattle. And also look out for a big announcement Wednesday.
You guys have to make sure to subscribe because
We lost all of our followers.
we lost all of our subscribers.
The internet is hard, and they all disappeared.
I don't know what happens, but just make sure that you click subscribe on iTunes or click subscribe on YouTube. And thanks for watching.
You are now listening to the Ride or Cry podcast.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Ride or Cry podcast. You like how we just jumped in here?
Yeah.
What's up, hoes?
Sounds like you've done this before.
Hey.
You can't say ho.
Why? Big Sean does.
iTunes takes it down.
You can't say ho?
You can
Right.
say ho.
You can't say ho.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Ho,
Why?
shut
The
the...
foot up.
Yeah, why wouldn't we be able to?
I mean, I
don't know, but if for any reason we can't, can I just have this 20-second clip of something and use it for later?
Use it as an intro.
And even just in case we can't, can I actually just have this 25-second
Yeah.
clip of what's going on
Trust
right
me,
now?
I feel like by the end of this, you're going to be like, can I not have any of
Can
this
we actually?
whatsoever?
Can you also
Don't
promise me that this will never
do
go up?
anything. Hey, did you
Yeah.
make that? Did you make that the
This
jacket?
No, this is my dad's from high school.
It's very
No.
good.
This is the perk of, having a band name that's also your last name.
It is very good.
Yeah, this jacket is like, I think it says like Paddock Pools on the back.
Jack Roberts
Oh
pools.
my
Jack
God.
Roberts Pools. Yeah, it's like my dad played hockey his entire life. Still played hockey, but this was like his high school hockey team or some shit.
You should remake that for merch.
Yeah, you should do that. Do all the stuff
Yeah.
that your dad did.
We're
Do
merch
everything my dad did.
consultants.
Here's merch consultants.
Yeah, do all that stuff. Hey,
Hey,
did you-
speaking of which, though, I lost the shirt,
I didn't.
so I need another
I didn't
one.
either.
Your I don't want to go out shirt?
Yeah,
That's fine. We have a lot of them.
I need one.
Like a lot of them.
Okay.
Did you throw them out in the crowd?
Nope, forgot.
I
just
was very excited about doing that. and
hard
I was
hard enough just to get near the computer during Post Malone's set. So I was
Hard
not-
enough to do anything.
I was a little more focused on just being there than I was trying to throw shirts into the
Let me
crowd.
tell
Yeah,
you,
just staying alive.
Yeah, I was a little
Yeah.
too concerned with staying alive.
you absolutely killed it. I was like, how's he gonna fucking
How do you follow
this?
Post Malone playing?
With the LionKing.
Yeah,
at the Lion
it
King
was
was
It's a
like,
simple answer.
it is the only way.
and I
it's
also
like-
figure at 1 a.m, pretty much the only thing you can do is just play hits.
I
just
mean,
like
it doesn't
all
matter. Dude,
rules
it
are out, I'm
literally
only
doesn't
playing-
Matter. Did TJ and I went on after you, I think.
Yeah.
And we played Harry Belafonte.
Tight.
Well, I kept waiting for you to bail us out and being like, you guys going to go on? And you're like, no, keep going. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no, because I feel like y'all were having a pretty good time.
I was having a great time.
And I didn't want to kill. I texted TJ. I was like, "Hey, are we doing this or?"
Lion King, man. It's the only way to follow up Post Malone
It
playing
really
Chop
is.
Suey.
Yo, that guy.
I thought I was never
Oh
going to be
my
able to
God.
follow that moment. I was
That
like,
was the best
I was like,
moment
I'm
of my
out.
life.
I was like, I never thought this would work, and this is
Well, I
absolute
went
fire.
up there to switch over the DJ thing and get my computer ready for you, and then all of a sudden Post Malone just puts his arm around me and we're like, wake up! Just started screaming. It
That
was-
was the best.
What is this incense?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what is this?
You know damn well what that is.
What is this?
What happened?
Tell the
So,
listeners at
I'm
home.
curious what happened.
So
here.
apparently,
I am too.
Hey, by the way, we're here
'cause
with
I should-
Dales.
Oh yeah, but yeah. What's up? We're Dales.
The most
Yeah.
beautiful
it comes with like a leather strap.
Like, does anyone put this back?
I don't. And it's also like 9.5 feet long.
I don't
Okay, explain to the
particularly-
listeners who are just listening, not on the video.
So apparently, and I legit don't have any recollection of
It's
this,
not
but
my
sometime
USB.
after our
USB.
second set at Emo Night, Babs was freaking out because she'd lost her charger. And I was like, I have Amazon Prime. This is like a something that I can solve right away.
This is a real TJ thing to do.
And so I apparently one-clicked the nicest Samsung charger apparently on the planet. It's like
ever existed.
and it's got like a leather clasp on it. It looks like it was like braided by Tibetan monks that have like been chanting over it for the past 3
And
months.
it's like in this beautiful like envelope.
But I completely forgotten, and then the next morning I'm like showing up, and there's a UPS guy at my door being like, "Hey, I got you this charger." I was
went
like, "I
to-
don't have a Samsung. Am I allowed to say that? Does that screw up your?"
No, it's okay. We're trying to get it. Samsung, give us a lot
I
of
love
money.
Samsung.
Yeah.
Give us so much money.
I have an iPhone because iPhones exist.
Yeah. I have an iPhone because I'm an adult.
Morgan doesn't know how to use his phone though. He's like the worst at
Yeah, I
his
don't.
phone.
I'm bad at like. Here's the thing. I'm like bad at like regular technology, but I'm good at things that are like kind of harder. Like I don't like Photoshop and I don't understand Photoshop, but I do understand like 3D programs. Like I went in reverse. Like I just don't like.
That's fair.
It's a weird thing that like I'm good, but and so therefore like I don't know how to use this thing.
That's fair.
It's also.
By the
You're
way,
better
when you leaned and like motioned over to something, you motioned over to the table. You're like, I don't know how to use
Yeah,
this thing,
this
and it was
is-
like, I'm like, the table? Like,
Yeah, no. Isn't this a nice piece of wood here? Isn't this a nice?
Gotta be careful with the banging on this because these mics just.
I just like that how close I have to get to Morgan if I want to talk into my mic. This is like a very intimate.
Yeah, are we a little bit lower than we usually are? Because
we don't want to pick up the.
yeah, I feel like that may fuck it up in
post?
afterwards in post.
As I could probably fix this in post if you guys need me to.
I mean,
send
we're
this to you.
recording
Post Malone.
multi-track here.
Yeah, we're a professional. This is a professional operation. I like how you just. Do you like how you just come in on a Monday morning? We're like, fucking, let's do this. Look how moody it is in here.
It's pretty. That's like a whole lot of mood in here.
Yeah, we got these blinds that TJ fucking had to tell one of these TaskRabbit people to leave.
Yeah, dude, he was here for 2 hours and he got like one bracket up.
Are you
and then-
kidding?
Not even though.
Not even one bracket. He like kept fucking it up, and then I had to get another TaskRabbit. And
Who was very good.
he was awesome. He did it in like
Those
an hour
are
and a
sick.
half.
Man,
Yeah,
you-
except I
whole lot
fucked
of-
up the measuring. Look at.
Yeah.
Which worked out for
It
me and
is what
Sean
it
this
is.
weekend.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
By the way, your podcasts are captivating. Like
Ours?
this- yes, this
do
is.
you do you watch them or listen to them?
All the time.
I've never listened to one.
I've never listened to a podcast. Period.
Honestly, full disclosure, this will probably be the first podcast I've ever listened to.
Really?
Because I'm a narcissist, and like I finally have a reason to. Everyone's like, "Oh, you should check out this podcast." I have never.
But what about cereal?
I love cereal.
I love eating cereal.
Oatmeal Raisin Crisp.
I hate cereal for
Yo,
breakfast.
do you hear what they did to Trix, by the way? Now.
Okay,
No, what
this
did they
is
do
a
to Trix?
different
Is it
cereal,
not
but
for
okay.
kids?
I know what you're talking about, but
What are you
I'm
talking
just
about?
taking matters into my own hands
Did
here
they
and
make
controlling
it
this.
for
No,
adults?
For adults?
No, they took out all of the nuclear like
Oh, the
colors and stuff like
colors,
that
yeah.
for safety. So now like Trix is like roughly the color of this table.
It's just
There's, like,
brown.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just brown. It's
brown.
So it's just Cocoa
It's like
Puffs.
Raisin Bran.
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty
It
much.
tastes fruity.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. My dad was very involved in the creation of Captain Crunch. If you guys-
Also, that's
Of course.
so much.
if
For some reason, of course,
Says
that
one thing.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Everything about you makes sense.
It's
to me.
also
I
why
was like-
Morgan's middle name is Captain.
I was like, he was like, yeah, I helped put the crunch in Captain Crunch. I was like, well, I can also lie. So
Captain Soggy just didn't really.
For those listening, before this started, we couldn't figure out where you were. You showed up a couple minutes late. You walked in. You said, "I have to do something really quick," and pulled a wig out of your backpack and walked back out the door. And you walked out the door, and I said, "Man, I don't really understand him at all." And honestly, now I do because your
Yeah.
dad did something to do with Captain Crunch. The whole thing makes sense.
yeah, I don't know.
It all stems from that.
I always wanted to be like, you made it a little bit too crunchy.
So the roof of my mouth is fucked up because of your dad.
I know. Yeah, he ruined a lot of kids' childhoods, including mine. But not because of Captain Crunch.
Wow.
JK, he's a very good dad.
He's the best
I
person.
ruined my own because of alcoholism. Brian texted me yesterday. Every time I have to go, like, I'm in a meeting, like, I always go, I'm in a meeting, LOL, because I still find it, like, very funny. I go to this one on Sunday where it's literally, like, I am by far the youngest person there by 25 years. And they're all, like, all very excited to see me because, like, I feel like they get very excited to see their friends because they're like, if they see their friends again, they're like, oh, you haven't died.
Right.
Like they're like, because they're of that age where like their friends die, but they know they're gonna see me because I'm not gonna die for a very long time. So they get very, very, very excited, and they always ask me about like what I do, and then they just look at me blankly. They're like,
But I do love when you're in a meeting and someone asks you something, you're like, oh, just ask Babs.
Yeah, that's what
Instead
it was.
of like waiting
That's
an
what-
hour
that's
and
what it
just
was yesterday.
responding.
That's what it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was, I'm in a meeting, LOL, text Babs.
I always just get like texts
LOL.
like, Morgan's in a meeting. Can you answer this question that does not need to be answered right now at all?
I
LOL,
just feel like
text
if
Babs.
it's an
She's got a
urgent thing-
Samsung. She's got more things. She can handle it.
I just feel like I don't like it when people think that I'm ignoring them. And I have to understand that it's not, like, I have to understand that an hour in the grand scheme of things is not a
Nothing.
very long time. But I know when people don't answer, because we are very, like, if you don't answer within, like, 30 seconds, like, something's wrong.
If I don't answer right away, we're probably dating.
Oh, is that what happens? Like, you're, like, very, very responsive up until the point where you're, like, and then you're just, then you
gone.
just back off.
Yeah, it's the Dale's way.
By the way, let's talk about how you K'd me the other day.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, which I apparently didn't know was
Strong
a thing.
K. Oh, it's
A
a
strong
thing.
K.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but this was like there's a unbelievably boutique charger for a phone that I don't own at my house. Could I drop this off on Monday when we do the podcast? Yes, K. It wasn't like
Yeah, you can't
wasn't
ever
like a-
say K. Like
K.
under any
Under
circumstances.
any circumstances.
Right?
It's-
Like everyone knows that.
If I caged you, we're probably dating.
Yeah.
That's in the good Dales shirt.
Yeah.
If I caged you,
Make that
we're probably
another Dales
just
shirt.
making a wall.
Dude,
So
I would.
wait, so how was I want to hear about you guys' thoughts on Tuesday and like how the show went. and
I want to hear about Destiny's thoughts.
Yeah.
You're really,
We all love
just
her.
really in love with her, aren't you?
So am I though.
We all are.
Yeah.
Fair
You guys,
enough.
I feel like you guys really see eye to eye.
Yeah. Because,
cold.
yeah. It's been a long life. It has been.
Says the guy who's the youngest person at his age.
Me? No. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm also the oldest person everywhere else.
I love that you think that they all love you because you're young, but secretly they're just massive Captain Crunch fans.
I didn't tell any of them anything. They don't know.
They know.
Like they think that I feel like they think that like I do
Drugs?
like tattoo stuff.
Why would they? What would give
I
them
wonder.
That impression?
I'd like.
Yeah,
I
where
wonder what
does
would give
that-
them that impression.
Do you have any tattoos?
You know what I tell little kids? I tell little kids.
Don't tell
that
your mom.
I tell little kids that I
You're
put
allowed to
them
talk
on
to little kids?
every morning. Yeah, I love little kids. I put them on every morning, and it takes me 2 hours to do.
That's strong.
I have a whole shtick.
That's good.
I have like a spiel that I tell little
The
kids.
painted man.
Yeah,
That's good.
You like put on temporary tattoos with a roller.
dude, we had to. This girl. I didn't realize like how much it takes to cover something. There were so many like temporary tattoos because of our intro video. We got this girl to play me, and she was like putting them on, and there was like 20 fucking temporary. There's still so much space. I forgot. I like don't realize how.
Yeah, she wasn't nearly tattooed enough in the video.
I know. Anyway, how
You
was
basically
Enough
just-
about Morgan though. How was Tuesday?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What was your
what was-
first
what was
show,
Tuesday?
right? First Dale's show?
First Dale's show, not on the porch at no vacancy. First Dale's show in a venue.
Yeah, was it?
It was awesome.
That
Yeah.
was rare air.
So it was super awesome.
I like how you crowd surfed while playing guitar.
Is that how we're gonna bring this? I remember
Have you done
very
that
little bit of this.
ever? Have you ever done that before?
I kind of used to do that a lot, but like,
Is that
but it
something
would-
that you used to
Well,
do?
to be fair, you also played guitar for 303 for a second, and you had no choice.
Yeah,
because they would just start bringing people on stage, and there was nowhere else to be.
on Warped Tour for the last song, like when they blew up, there would be so many people on stage that you could literally jump off the drum kit and then crowd surf on stage.
Yeah, that is, you have a great crowd when you can crowd surf on
On
stage.
stage.
That's what he used to do at
It's-
303 like 10 years ago.
It happened at one of the emo nights where I was out of town.
I don't like that.
That makes you nervous.
Yeah, Josh Marmaleo was like, "Can I crowd surf on stage?" I was like, "Nope. Get off the monitor."
Josh Mamalejo.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but you guys have a ton of people that come out to these Emo Night things. Like we were sitting on stage and there was that audience, like that area in front of the stage, full of people. It was totally
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Is this the first one that you were ever at?
No, because we spun.
I did the ones. In, I
Yeah,
did,
I know,
I did one.
you've done.
I've done.
You did the
he
Baltimore
came.
one?
Yeah.
I did Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
I did like September last year.
Is that the one that?
You came to that one, I think, right?
Yeah, I get to temper some of Brian's more out there.
You just get to sit, like, stand next to him.
Oh, I just get to order Samsung cables.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I
great.
really do.
But honestly, the first time you DJ'd, it was like one of my favorite moments ever.
You did
Because
the Lion-
I don't know where I was like back in the crowd and I just fucking heard the Lion King soundtrack and I think I like dropped my drink.
Well,
and
wait,
I, like,
point procedure. Fucking's okay, but Hose gets us off iTunes. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
I
make
was curious.
sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I was like,
I was actually curious because I've dropped like 3 F words so far, and I thought that maybe
Wow.
they'd slide under the table.
Please don't swear on my profile.
All right, fair enough. But
It was the best.
well, my theory is, I mean, you guys certainly know how it goes. People sort of want to hear like about a dozen of the same songs every hour, and
Yeah, they love it.
My theory was, well, I'm probably going to play a song somebody's already heard tonight, but I'm going to just start with a little palate cleanser, aka
Yeah.
it's like the ginger at a sushi restaurant. I'm just going to go in with the Lion
Yeah.
King, clear the palate, and then
Yeah.
go into some 41 as if they've never heard it
which,
before in
by
their
the way,
entire life.
same key.
Yeah, yeah.
segues
I
in
like that
perfect.
you
was-
guys know that.
It's a lot of just key matching.
What key is that?
You can figure this out.
Are you tone? Are you
Perfect
pitch
Yeah, a little
perfect?
bit, but like,
2.
That's the. Have you guys seen Pitch Perfect? It is a fantastic.
What about
But-
Pitch Perfect 2?
I've seen them both.
It's
weirdly,
really
so
good.
good.
I've seen two. I don't think I've seen one.
both of them on an airplane.
Yep, that's exactly where I saw
The
it.
second one
I've
is
seen
way
them both.
better, and I don't think I
Oh,
could
yeah,
watch
no,
it
I
on
didn't
an
see the
airplane
first
because I would just be laughing out
I
loud
told-
and annoying at
Dude,
it.
I've seen both Pitch Perfects on an airplane.
I made TJ come with me to see Pitch Perfect. Remember we went with the Phoebe, and then also Allie, who's now Alex. She rebranded herself. She rebranded herself. She like left some.
as like just as a person. Or
yeah,
like
as a
musician?
person. No.
Oh,
She like it would be like if I was like, "What's up, man? My name's Matt."
okay.
I mean, upgrade.
Yeah, right. I was like, "What?" And then you'd be like, "No, that's you're Morgan." Be like, "Yeah, I was Morgan."
Just like
Yeah,
personal rebranding.
But that's one thing. I just hate it when people are like, "Today I will be a sapphire." Like all my friends, or like when Nick Young from the this is gonna get us in trouble, but on the Lakers, it's like Swaggy P is like, who calls you Swaggy P? Like he calls himself Swaggy P. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can't.
Meta world peace.
Yeah, that's a good
okay.
one.
Also, yes,
That's
If we're
a-
getting in trouble because Nick Young listened to this podcast, even better.
you're doing
Nick
it
Young,
all right.
massive Emo Night fan.
If Nick Young listens to this podcast and then wants to yell at us on the internet,
Even
best
better.
day of my life.
Nick Young Thug. Who is that person? Is
Nick
he a
Young
sport
Thug.
man?
Nick Young Thug.
Is he a sport guy?
He's a Laker.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
He
that.
was
He's
a
a
Laker and a famous boyfriend of who was it, Iggy or somebody. He was dating
Somebody.
Iggy Azalea.
Somebody like that.
I just remember when she rapped
Iggy
gibberish.
Azalea Banks.
Do you remember
Yeah.
when she rapped?
When she went on a freestyle rant.
Yeah, that was like my fucking favorite
I don't think
video.
there were words.
No, she just rapped gibberish.
That's so good.
Yeah, it was very, very funny. She was pulling a Noah Diamond.
I like ran into her at a studio one day and she came into the kitchen and I was
She
like,
speak
hey.
gibberish at you?
No, but she was like going into, no, that's the thing. She didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like she opened up this like jar of cookies that they have at this studio, like she was a raccoon doing something wrong. And I was like, hey, what are you doing? And she looked at me like, grabbed the thing and just turned and bolted out of the studio. I mean, I'm not like particularly.
His stick- you know?
It's like I'm not like the protector of these cookies. Like you're allowed to have one.
Nor am I a particularly threatening individual.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel.
Oh, you are a threatening guy.
Really, am I?
Yeah, you come across as very threatening.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sick-
the
I'm
first thing I say about you. I'm like, that guy, watch
Threatening.
out.
I'm 6'2" a danger.
Yeah, I'm
Getting
like,
a
you watch.
LaCroix. Anybody want to crack open a cold
You
one?
just leave it during the
Yeah,
thing.
bring, that
Crack
sounds like
open
a
a cold one.
sponsor. Like hashtag ad.
Do you guys know where I can find some Cheetos?
Yeah,
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Here's the thing: we do all of these stuffs. None of them give us money.
that's fine. If LaCroix gave out, just started giving you guys a free LaCroix, I would probably be showing up more often.
This LaCroix thing is
We
interesting.
always have LaCroix. It's not like we don't have it.
That's fine though, but if,
You'll
if
only
you had
come
more
if
of
it's
it.
free.
What
If
flavor?
I want to know if they gave it
I
to
don't
you.
care.
I always have some too.
What flavor LaCroix is it?
Tangerine and
Tangerine.
apricot.
I think
that
it's
sounds like
fucking
fruit.
trash.
Apricot.
Ugh.
Made with
Apricot.
real
Is it
apes.
apricot?
I don't know. I
or
say
apricot?
apricot.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's apricot. I don't really know. And maybe it doesn't matter.
I fucking hate them.
Oh yeah.
That sounds too much like fruit to
Yum.
me. I can't like.
Yeah, if you ever just want to really like, if you ever in the future just get really just frustrated with this guy, just find a banana and just bring it in his vicinity.
Really?
You
It
don't
calms
like
you down?
bananas?
So Matt doesn't like fruit. Like for starters, he won't eat fruit.
Yeah, it's
but he
fucking
can't
trash.
even be
Right?
around
Yeah, it sucks.
a banana. Like he can't even be physically around a banana. He's repulsed by bananas.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
it's fucking trash.
That's because they're fucking gross.
Well, it's also just
Like
it is
fruit,
nature.
I don't mind.
What about a
but
smoothie?
I believe me. This is how. First of all, it starts with, oh, what about melon or what about grapes? You
No,
know,
but
and
what about a
everybody tries to go,
smoothie?
How much time do we have?
I feel like you're one of those people who would go on like Maury, and then they would be like, "Well, we have a surprise for you," and then like
They
some
bring out
guy
a-
in a banana suit comes out, and you're like, "Ah!"
What did they do that
That's
with?
fine. It's not like an empirical thing.
They do it with like cheese.
Yeah,
they do
they
it with like
did
a
it
bunch
with,
of
yeah,
shit.
it's really good.
Straight up,
I just think it's gross.
there's straight up nothing
it's
that
great
makes
for
me
you.
happier than knowing in this new formed bond that we have at Dales that I always have something that's blackmail against you, and that is if
Kryptonite.
you piss me off. I always have your kryptonite. I can throw a banana.
But like,
at
what
you.
happens if a banana's
We're gonna
near you?
let's find out. I don't know. He turns into dust.
Yeah, they're trash. It's
Like-
it is nature's candy, but it's also disgusting.
And they're so good for you. Like I'm not like against the banana lobby or anything like that. I just
Like one time, a couple months ago, we were out for lunch. We went back to Matt's house, and somehow we don't know how it had gotten there, but somehow a banana ended up in his trash can, like in the trash can, and we couldn't figure out where from. And Matt could smell it from the front door in his trash can, and knew there was a banana in his house, and went to the trash and took the trash out
Matt,
to the road.
who hurt you?
Everybody.
Who hurt you?
the guy that made Captain Crunch.
Who hurt you? What banana
We don't
man?
have enough time for this.
Emo Night was great.
Here's enough of what we thought about us on Tuesday night. What did you guys think about us on Tuesday night? Let's get to the.
I saw one song.
Was it the best
I
song
was
you
there the
ever
whole
heard in
time.
your
Yeah,
life?
was
it Life is a Highway, or was it actually a Dale
It
song?
was a Dale song,
Oh,
and
fair, okay.
I am a Dale's fan.
On purpose.
Well, I kind of have to be. But I am a Dales fan, and it was really fucking good. And it was like one of those things where I was like trying to be like yeah, I'll be down in a second. I'll be down in like every 5 seconds, and I was trying to. It's a nightmare.
Dude,
Well,
here's the
so-
thing. I've
oh.
never been
Dale
upstairs.
shows. It's a nightmare.
I haven't been upstairs. I haven't been upstairs in the last fucking 6 months. Because the one time I stepped upstairs,
Dale shows. It's a nightmare. I like that. That's
the one time I stepped upstairs to see a live band, I get a text from Morgan. We need you. I run down the stairs, sounds completely off, and Demi is belting out a cappella Paramore.
Yeah.
Which, by the
Yeah.
way,
Which is
put
the
you
best
guys
thing
on the
that's
map.
ever
It's the
Which
best
I'm
thing.
Yeah.
pretty sure might be the best thing that's ever
Yeah.
happened to you guys.
I made
But
a
it's
mistake.
fucking
Morgan's like, oh, it was an accident.
Yeah, right.
Also, to be fair, I think most people upstairs would say our show would have been better had we had the power cut to our stage too. So don't feel.
Well, so I had a 5-minute set on Tuesday, but I had to give it up to see the full set of
Ah,
you guys.
well, thank
so,
Thank you very much.
My
I
friend,
saw you in the audience. I actually went out of my way to.
You saw everyone in the
Yeah.
audience. You crowd surfed the
I did
whole
crowd
place.
surf.
Yeah,
I just
but
like being
also
touched.
another note.
Did you get touched?
We
Did
I have
love
so many touching fingers.
Destiny.
You love Destiny.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Well, I mean,
Like she
Morgan
is
really does.
very beautiful.
She's
And very cool.
and very talented.
Talented.
She's a very.
Like what's wrong with her?
yeah,
We're
what?
trying to find out.
Yeah, what's
there has
wrong?
to be
There's
How
gotta be
long do
something
you got?
wrong.
We're trying to find
There's
out.
got to be something.
There has to be
wrong.
something because I love her.
No, she's very sweet. She's on loan. She's got a band with her sisters, and so she's been helping us out in the interim and playing a couple shows with us, and it's been really nice to have her.
I see.
You sound like a therapist.
And then how did that make you feel?
Dr. Jonathan.
Dr. Jonathan.
I have a therapist whose name is Jonathan.
He's not a doctor.
I don't know if mine is either.
Yeah, I call him Dr.
Your
Jonathan.
therapist's name is Jonathan?
Yeah.
So is his.
I call him Dr. Jonathan.
Woodland Hills?
Same guy?
Oh my god, what
Is
if
he,
you have the same
is he
therapist?
in West? Or I'm sorry,
Woodland Hills?
right by Chipotle on Larchmont.
Nope.
Okay.
Damn, that would
Wouldn't
be
that be
so awesome if we
weird?
had the same therapist.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
It would open a world.
It
Of,
would just
You know who I recommend it to
Pandora's
him?
box.
Ooh.
Brian.
I'm Brian. What?
Other Brian.
Are we talking about who's going to
Brian
therapy
with
on the podcast?
don't talk about this.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm starting a
Well,
podcast.
there's like a
So
lot
give
of-
us some of the names.
I'm starting a
of the people in your
podcast
meeting.
called "You Need a
How
Therapist."
are you? Okay.
What? I just do is I do a
it's
bunch of
fine.
stuff.
Yeah.
I do a bunch. Yeah.
Man, if you and I saw the same therapist, that would really open a Pandora's box.
You
for
want to
sure.
know what I would do? I would do a whole session, and then I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know Brian too." And then he just to weird him out right at the end, be like, "Yeah, we did a whole podcast about you."
You should go if we had the same person. If we had the same therapist, you
We
should
don't.
go in and like spend like an hour just talking about some guy who's been like really just like
Oh,
ruining
yeah,
your
that
week,
would
but
be
not,
great.
And then not say who, and at the very end be like, "Oh yeah, his name's Brian Dales."
Yeah,
and
that would be
then
fantastic.
and then this guy would be like, "Oh no."
You know how I know it's not the same guy? Because if you had the same therapist as Brian, he'd be comping your sessions. You
Oh.
would just feel terrible. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know this kid. Let me help you out." I feel really bad.
Do you go once a week?
Oh yeah.
I go every.
Oh, yeah.
I go every other week.
I go once a week.
I go every other week. I have the Uber drivers drop me off at Chipotle just so they don't think I'm going to therapy.
Yeah, mine's next to a Panda Express.
You get dropped off at the PE.
Oh yeah, just get dropped off at the Panda Express.
I'd rather be thought of as going to therapy than taking an Uber to Panda Express. Personally.
Yeah, same. That's what I was just
I don't
thinking.
know where you lose. So yeah, well, what hurts more, getting dropped off at Panda Express or getting
I
dropped
like
off
that
at your
every
therapist's
time you
office?
go
That needs to be
every
the
time
quote
you
of
get
our
dropped off,
podcast.
your Uber driver just pulls over and thinks about it for like
Right.
5 minutes before they do another thing. They're like, "This is a sad thing."
Questions his life choices.
Yeah, they're like, "I don't want to."
Gotta get out of the game.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I fucking love Panda Express.
It's so good for 5 minutes, and then you have to go to the
And it
bathroom.
ruins your week.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it keeps you thin. That's like.
Hey, you want to diet? Eat Panda Express.
I
You
haven't
throw it
heard
up
that about
immediately.
it. I don't know. I heard the opposite.
That Panda Express doesn't make you
Stuffs
thin.
Yeah.
It's an oily boy.
Oh god.
Get me out of here.
It's like a-
How do you do this
Yeah,
every
it's-
day?
I know. I should get a fucking
How do
award.
you do this every day?
You know how much TJ burps?
Probably a
How
lot.
much?
Every 4 minutes, and it's not like a casual burp. It's like you can hear it. And Kaminsky can probably hear all of them. Like,
yeah, I feel super bad for
so
like
loud.
yeah, there are these like art chicks next door. It's like art girls next door. Like they like art so much they wrote it on the sidewalk and I walked by and I was like I like walked by and I was like, this is
I saw that too. I was like, do we have pink chalk so I can make it say fart?
yeah, I was
They like art so much they wrote it on the side.
yeah, like I don't but yeah, so anyway, sometimes they're just like in there doing like ceramic. I don't know what the fuck. I just assume that
they have a
anybody,
sandal
like,
making workshop, which
Doing
is my favorite
ceramic?
thing.
I
Yeah,
don't
doing
know.
the ceramic.
Doing the ceramic.
Ooh, they did a ceramic.
It's like it's basically like arts and crafts for adults, which
Also
is
kids. Also kids.
oh yeah, I don't know, but I don't. So I always think they're just doing like popsicle sticks, and like I always think that they're just like finger painting and popsicle sticks. So like every time TJ burps through, I can just see like a group of kids just like start to cry. Like
Dude, when I first moved into my building,
that's funny.
I was moving in, and this mom and her like little son were getting into the elevator, and I just let out this huge burp,
It's really just marking your territory.
and
on
I
your
heard
building.
the kid go, "What was that?" The mom was like, "I don't know, sweetie, probably an animal or something," and she just gave me the dirtiest look.
Probably an animal or something.
Hey, where's that dog?
Yeah, I blew that today. I'm sorry. Oh, I thought it was gonna be Disneyland Dad Day. Like I was dog sitting, but then they moved to Wednesday.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up. I thought you were gonna bring a dog.
I was supposed to. I'm sorry.
We should do this at the house with Baz. Not to be confused with Babs.
Yeah.
Babs is optional,
Very
but I feel
fucking
Baz is
confusing.
like.
We like that dog.
Oh.
Everybody
Good
loves
dog.
it.
I posted that dog on my story, and I got like a bunch of people being like, Baz. And I
Yeah.
was like, I didn't realize this dog was extremely popular.
Very
Yeah,
popular
he's
dog.
Far more popular than I am. There's this friend of mine who I met another friend in Nashville, and she was like, "Oh, do you know Matt Beckley?" And she's like, "Oh, the guy with the dog." You know, like that's apparently in Nashville.
It was a very, very strange thing because I was like, I didn't realize. I was like, all these people came out of the woodworks for this dog. It was just like, oh, Baz. Oh, you know Baz? Oh, you know. It was like knowing a celebrity.
He's a studio
Basically.
mascot. There's a famous British singer that'll go unnamed, but anytime I'm at a session with her,
Is it Sting?
no, it's a woman, but she has
Is
to
it
have
Adele?
the dog. She'll have the dog. An assistant run to the house to pick up the dog. Won't record without him, which is adorable. We should have him here for the podcast. It would probably save what's been a miserable
Is
podcast.
it Celine Dion?
She's Canadian.
Canadian.
I don't know anybody else who's British.
Just Adele.
Yeah.
Is it Adele?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Adele.
Yeah.
What? Hey, Brian.
Hey, Matt.
How you doing?
I forgot you were there.
That's okay. Skins did a couple of Adele songs.
Here's the other thing. I still don't know what they thought of our show. I feel like that they were like, I've gotten that they were at
Oh
our
yeah,
show.
yeah. I liked it a lot, and also
You
I
saw
asked
3 minutes of it.
You saw
saw
one song.
Yeah, but here's what I
Best
did.
song in your
here's
life.
what I did. I did ask the people from the Echo who were working it. I was like, "How was it? Give me the honest truth." And they're like, "It was really good." They're like, They said, you know what they said?
This is me rock horns in the
They
air
were.
for anybody listening
They
at home.
said they're the third best band we had play tonight.
Oof. There were only 4. Which band were we better than?
No,
This is fine. I just now need to know which band we beat.
No, they were like what they actually said. They were like, you guys had they said they were awesome, and you guys did a really good job at picking bands this time.
Oh.
That was a
welcome.
direct quote,
Yeah, you're welcome.
and I was like, who is the best?
You could pay for your whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge.
That's true.
It's the Dales way.
Yeah,
How we do.
Yeah.
that's not your guys' quote.
No.
That's something else.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
as far as
another
I'm
thing.
concerned, that is our quote,
So for people out there though who don't know much about you guys, do you want
which
to
is
like?
everybody, because this is the first piece of
Okay.
press or
So
podcast
for everybody
we've
out there-
ever
How long do
done.
these things go for, by the way? Do you edit
An
this
hour.
down? They go for an hour?
Oh,
Yeah.
killer.
Oh,
So
yeah,
tell
shite.
tell the people about
Well,
Dales and
first-
where you both come from and
Well,
all that.
my name is
stuff.
Brian Dales. We got the band name from that because it's my last name, and it was Matt's idea. This is Matt Beckley, for those listening at home.
I'm waiting.
For those listening at home, I'm from a band called the Somerset, which I bet like maybe 30% of you probably know.
I've never heard one song.
Neither have I. You had just blacked out during the entire period.
I call that the black. That's when I was drinking during the summer. Dude, during the
Did you
Somerset.
just blame your alcoholism on my other band?
Yeah, well, no, like that's like during the
By the way,
Somerset.
get in line, buddy.
During the Somerset period of like music,
Yeah.
that's my blackout time.
Yeah, same. That was actually mine too. A lot of drinking for all of us. Yeah, so I've been in the Somerset for 10 years, and about 2 years ago, I ran into this guy, Matt Beckley, at a cafe in Sherman Oaks while the Somerset was sort of taking a break in between albums. And we, long story short, got together at his house the next day, and we were watching. Yeah, exactly. And we were, I think we were like,
Dogs were involved.
dogs were involved in lots of whiskey.
Lots of whiskey.
You can put this together from there. We, I said, Matt and I bonded over some of the music that I grew up on, like Bryan Adams and Bruce Springsteen and Tom Petty and stuff like that. And I sort of was at a place in my life after having done the Somerset for so long where I wanted to try some different stuff, and the Somerset was on a break at that time. And Matt and I started writing some songs, and the songs, in our opinion, kept getting better and better. In fact, Young for the Summer was actually the first one, which was sort of a cool feeling to 2 years later release the first song you ever did, which I think is sort of a testament for the way we feel about that song. Whereas, like, I think 2 years later, the fact that we were still able to put that song out first means I think that song was just a great experience for the two of us. But we yada yada. Somerset ended up putting out
Yada,
another.
yada.
Somerset
Emo Night.
put out another record. We went on tour all last year, and then now with that album cycle being done, Matt and I have finally gotten the opportunity after 2 years to start putting out the Dale stuff, and the response has been fantastic. There's a song out right now called "Young for the Summer" for anybody who has Spotify or iTunes or
We
Apple
can do
Music
the
or
link
Amazon
thing on
and
the
all that
thing.
stuff. That's fine.
I don't know.
I'm gonna link you to like a MySpace. I'm gonna link you to a MySpace. Yeah, the song called "Young for the Summer" is out right now, and the response has been awesome. So now Matt and I are sort of full-fledged just doing this Dales thing right now, just playing a lot of shows in LA. We played Emo Night, it hurt. And then DJ'd after, that hurt more.
Yeah.
Following up Post Malone playing Chop
Well-
Suey was pretty brutal, but I'd like to think opening with The Lion King was one of my prouder moments.
Well, you guys showed Babs and I some songs that were the way I described it was if Bruce Springsteen butt fucked Phil Collins.
Tight. That's
And it really
Once again, Ho's not okay, but Springsteen fucking Collins.
No, and that-
can't guarantee that never happened.
dude, I gotta tell
Was
you
the
though,
80s.
like those
80s were weird.
It was a really every song that you showed us, I was like, this is good. Oh, this is also good. Oh, this is also good. But they're not.
Really good.
No, it's
They're just good.
What I liked about it is that like a couple of them took like a little bit to get into. You weren't just like, oh, A plus B equals C pop song. You're like, oh, let's think about this and make rock and roll. And I really, really thought that was like a cool. It sounds genuine, is what I got.
It's a
from
lot more
it.
of the algebraic equation and more just 1 + 2 = 3.
No, it's 1 + 2 = 3. There's your pop song.
Fair enough.
That's it.
A lot of that was actually on purpose when we were doing this. So like some of my favorite records are, like OK Computer and stuff. Like to take a second, we want to have stuff that
Bye,
people
Brian.
like. I miss you.
Still in. I decided round 2.
Okay.
Oh, he went Tangerine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, we want to bring back music that's not as disposable. That you know everything in the first 30 seconds, but then you're tired of it in the first 3 minutes. Like we're trying to have songs that are real songs that kind of grow with you, and that we put a little time into the the 15th time you listen to it, you see something new, or you find something new that you love about it. Hopefully, knock on wood.
Yeah, I mean, I miss and I love music I grew up on, from rock music in the late 80s to rock music in the early 90s. There were always also these like pass the torch moments where the song would take a break from the song for a second. It would go to this like guitar part that would sort of just take over for a little bit. And I miss that in sort of mainstream music, and I'd love to it somehow just be a piece of the catalyst that maybe helps bring guitars back around. I don't think that's too late.
When's the last time you heard anybody say like, "Man, you remember that guitar solo?" It's never ever. Which also I have a really split right in the middle between with guitar solos. I think it's extremely selfish, and I also think it's very cool.
Well, that's
Matt Beckley, extremely selfish and very cool.
I think like
nailed it.
the last time I think I was like, "Oh man, you remember that guitar solo?" It was like a Pantera song.
First of all, I'm so selfish that Young for the Summer has 2 guitar solos, both of which I play
Hell
at
yeah.
the same time. So it's just the Mount
2
Rushmore of
solos
narcissism.
Yeah.
But
Mount Rushmore with Matt.
Wow, that's you guys. Hey, how many-
album cover.
We're steps ahead.
Dude,
That's
that
the album
is
art.
Very
it's just,
funny.
It's just Matt and I.
That is so fucking funny.
In
that.
bass.
For every single single, you should do you guys on like a different like on the Statue of Liberty. Like
I want everyone at home to think this is me opening up a cold one.
Ready?
With my voice.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, that
bro.
sounds
was
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
Unbelievable Foley right there.
I want everybody to think that's me opening a beer, cold
But
one from my boys.
But you guys recorded everything, and it was all live too. There was no like you guys did drums, all live shit, right? Like for the most
very
part.
small room in Matt's backyard.
Hey, but I have a question. Is it weird to play a show without songs being out? So it's like the crowd doesn't really know the songs.
What's sort of fun? Yes and no. I actually found that to be sort of liberating to some degree. Like, I don't know. I found that to be sort of liberating. It felt like it was fun to like have to like entirely separate myself from everything I've known playing shows for 10 years. It's like it really forced me to. You've got something that you're going to say about it, I think.
Well, no, I was just going to say, because part of our thing is like, so when we play live, that's actually us up there playing. We don't play with tracks. And we don't do it to kind of wave the flag of like, oh, it's cooler because we're not using computers or whatever. If you use computers to make your music and it's awesome, fucking awesome, right? But we found that, especially with what we're doing, by actually being the people that are playing it, there's this connection that we get with the audience that for us and these particular songs just works more organically. And there's like a give and a take where it's not, we're just hitting play like on our DJ set. And you know what I mean?
Our DJ set was a lot of hitting play.
And by not having the songs out, people get to experience these songs in a really like unique and organic way. Because a lot of times you go to a pop song, or pop show, if the song doesn't sound like the record, you can be like crushed. There's like this level of expectation.
And the other part that's so fascinating about it so far is that, I mean, we have one song out. We're still making this record sort of as we go. And what's great about playing them live and having the songs not being out is we can sort of learn from playing them live and then take that back to the studio and go back in and it's like
That's a way different process than you normally
it's so bizarre,
do,
like,
which I like.
And it's maybe how the process you think about it. It's like
It should be how it goes, and it's how it used to go, like way back in yore when there's like cavemen and fire and shit. But like, but it's always blew my mind that you would write a record and you would jump in and you record it, and then that band goes out on tour for 8 months. And by the end of the 8 months, they finally actually really know how those songs go. And they've had a chance. But there's like 2 or 3 songs that we thought were great in the studio, and then we played them out. We've been doing these shows at No Vacancy, kind of under the radar, and have had this focus group of a couple hundred kids that come out to the shows and be like, oh, this isn't resonating the way that we hoped it would, and we've been able to kind of change on the fly before the songs actually come out. Like we've actually gotten a chance to.
It's a really cool learning curve. And the other thing is, there's certain songs that people have never heard that are sort of reactionary live, at least like whether it be in like movement or people are like a focus and attention. And I think that's cool that people start gravitating towards songs that they've never heard before. I think that's more of a testament to like maybe these songs.
Yeah, that's 100% way. Like when you can hear something for the first time and be like, "Oh, I fuck with this," instead of knowing it. I think that's a really, really good way to gauge how a song goes.
100%.
And our live show is such a. I mean, I think there's something to me so liberating about how spontaneous and maybe imperfect and just sort of fly off the handle the whole thing is. For 30 minutes, we're just sort of up there like, and we're in, and we're playing, and it just sort of happens.
Dude, I have a very strong opinion about artists sounding different than they do on record, and I like it. Like, I know there are people that go to see bands like, oh my god, they sounded perfect, just like the record. And I was like, you could have listened to the record. Like, you could have just done that. And I like it when, I remember I saw Jimmy Eat World, and they're so tight. But, like, they do different things in their songs, in their sets. And I'm like, fuck, you would have never heard that. You would have never, they play shit longer.
That's the whole thesis of, I think, what we're doing is we want to have those moments in the show that you can only experience the night you went to the show, and some nights it might be different than the next night.
And that's some shit that I really, 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 really like. And I know that there's a lot of people, especially fucking producers, don't like that. Like, no, producers, like pop producers, are like, it has to sound perfect. It has to sound exactly like the fucking record. And I feel like it takes a lot of the element out of the realness of it.
I mean, I make my living as a pop producer, knock on wood, and the thing with that is that I approach the live show and the records as I want to convey a feeling, but to make you feel a certain way through your like little laptop speakers or something is a whole different set of tools than making you feel that same way when you've got 10,000 watts of PA behind you and like real instruments
and a whole like 38 people watching.
Exactly, and that's what's cool about the Jimmy Eat World thing is that they take these fantastic songs and they repackage them live in a way to still make you feel awesome, like when you
use the tools you're given and make the people who are listening or watching feel the way they're supposed to feel in that moment.
But it's a conversation. Like if we went into a conversation, like if I started talking with Babs and I had like an exact list of the things that I was going to say in the conversation, it would feel stilted and it wouldn't feel weird and it wouldn't feel honest. And to me, a lot of times when you're playing with tracks, when things have to go a certain way, you don't get that really natural. When you have everything so
like when you don't have a list, you just say K.
I think that's
everyone sort of knows I'm just a lifelong diehard Springsteen fan, and every show I've ever seen is just a little different than the show before. It's just there's so much band leader and spontaneity and just sort of impromptu-ness in every show, and that's what I want out of this whole thing is to like be on stage. I want to be so good as a band that we can look around at each other and like sort of know like.
You're going to do this a little bit? Yeah, no, that's
like
great.
Just on the fly.
I don't think that happens a lot anymore
I want to be able to call audibles.
You can't fucking tell your tracks to be like, hey, we're going to do this in like one fucking phrase longer.
Real talk. We were lucky enough to have this guy before Destiny was playing with us, Max Bernstein, who actually plays with Demi if we bring it all the way around. But
her real name is like Demetrius or something?
Really?
So tight.
That would be amazing.
Something like that.
It's so tight.
Demetria.
Oh.
Anyway, Max is this unbelievable guitar player, and he was just killing it one night and lighting everybody on fire, and our drummer just looped it around for like 4 minutes.
Keep going!
Like, it was just kind of,
keep going! And Max is like, I'm out of ideas. He's like, I don't care!
And it was this really great moment. So.
Which, by the way, I watched your you guys practicing
Sound check?
Yeah, something like that. And I remember I was upset.
Was it on Instagram?
Like in person or on the internet?
On the internet. And I was very upset because I was like, God damn it, Brian actually has a very good voice.
He's not allowed to say this without sounding like an asshole, but he is an unbelievable
I was very
singer.
Upset.
It's okay.
Here.
I was very upset. I was like, man, I was mad. I don't know. When somebody's like good at something and then you're mad at them.
For being
I was mad. Like for a second, I was mad at you.
Your dad in the cereal game.
There was no way. Like when I was like, man, when I see that motherfucker next, I'm just there's no way
hit him
you
with a fidget spinner.
It was just really refreshing to be able to find somebody who's as good at singing as I am at guitar.
Right? Yes, true. That should be. Hey, can you guys change your?
If that was the philosophy, when Matt and I started doing this, he hadn't played guitar in like 6 years. So if that was the logic, I wouldn't have been working with Matt.
Hey, can you guys change that to your profile? Just a guy who found somebody as good as I am. That's a really good. The Mount Rushmore of fucking
We are
rock.
we are the Mount Rushmore of rock music.
You guys should really do
Mount
like
Rushmore is me 4 times.
Hey, you guys. It should be you 4 times and then you hiking up.
Yeah, that's
like setting like an American flag on top of
what
one
it,
of his-
what it would be. It would be me as the dude on the scaffolding that's having to like fix 20 years of damage. Like I would. That's
What he's doing is fixing my 10 years of damage I've
that would
caused
be
myself.
me on the album
But thank
cover.
you. I appreciate your
really is
opinion of my
It
singing
was-
abilities,
it was
especially because
some-
I'm pretty sure that was just a video of me singing "Life Is a Highway," which
It
makes me
was.
feel
You've
even
made
better.
the next
It was.
20 weeks of my life incredibly difficult by inflating this. But I
No,
have to
yeah,
agree
he's
with
like,
you.
you're
It's really-
he's like, no, that was a good take. You're like, no, that was a bad. You're like, but Morgan says I'm pretty
Morgan
good.
says I'm perfect.
Morgan says I'm pretty good. But yeah, it was Life is a Highway, and I was like, oh man, it is.
Life is a
I
highway.
was like, he's convincing
But isn't it
me.
always life is a highway?
It's always life is a highway. I really
wasn't
just want to
always
start.
Life
I
is a
really just
Highway.
start want to working "Life Is a Highway" into a crossover cover of "Life Is a Highway" and AC/DC called "Life Is a Highway to Hell."
Wow.
But it's like a lot of work. They're two very different songs.
Way to ruin it for people.
I really.
I've ruined it. That's
When
what-
did
that's
that start? Like
Life is a Highway?
Yeah.
So
Birth.
forever.
They must have not been to LA. Am I right?
What? I didn't cut, but I didn't.
Life is a highway. So
Life
they must,
is a-
life is
life
a
is
highway. They must not have been to LA.
It's a traffic jam.
Oh.
I was picking up what you were putting down. It was
I
it was a
know.
long walk for a very small drink.
Yeah,
but-
I know. I'm just gonna start saying that when people when they give me coffee, they're gonna like, "Bye, Morgan." I'm like, "Life is a highway."
that's what I've been doing to people. And
Yeah.
Did you say it was a long walk for a small drink?
It
Yeah.
was really good.
The fuck does
It's a,
that
oh, it's a thing. It's a phrase about horses or something, right?
Yeah, you can't bring a
So,
horse to
you
water.
can't-
You
I don't-
can bring a
it's a
horse
lot
to
of-
water, but you can't make him to drink.
I don't know anymore.
What
I
does
thought
a
we
walk
couldn't
and
talk
a
about
drink
horse.
have anything to do with a horse?
I thought we're not allowed to say whore.
Nice.
It's ho.
Oh, sorry.
Whore is okay.
Whore's okay.
But enough about Morgan.
Life is a highway. Well, for everyone listening, it should be on record that it's not a gimmick. I love this song more than anything in the planet. I'm not just putting this on, but more recently in the story, I guess where that came from was, Matt, with, you guys know Mike Kaminsky, my manager, but I do a
Sweet bearded.
sweet bearded man. Sweet bearded man.
I
Well,
didn't know
we
his
do.
name for like a couple months, and I just called him Sweet bearded.
Neither did I, and we were working together. My other favorite part about Mike is he's never had a drink in his entire life, and for the first 3 years of us working together, I thought he was like a crazy like drug addict or something.
Yeah,
It's just so.
Why?
I just thought he's drunk. I just thought he's drunk all the time.
What?
He's never had a drink in his life. I love that.
Sweetest man.
I know. I always thought maybe for the first year I always just thought he
He
was maybe
never
drunk.
drank at all.
He's never had a drink.
I'm upset at that.
Of course you are. Anyways, Life is Highway. We do a Christmas party every year. Me, Mike, and then another friend of ours.
I've been to one
You've
of those.
been to one of those.
Did you go to the last one?
We've
No,
done.
2 years ago.
Oh,
I went
last
this
one was
year, but I
awesome.
didn't stay that long.
Okay, so
I like that we just can't let you tell this
it's fine. I
story.
think it makes
You're
the story
bringing
better.
up all these things that we want to talk about. But
It makes
did
it
you guys
better.
perform there
So
2 years
yeah,
ago?
so I perform every year, but
Okay,
so we've done the party for 7 years, and for a while it just seemed like this it was just one of those music industry Christmas parties, go for an hour, shake some hands, leave, move on. 4 years ago, we decided to add we were like, it would be how funny would it be if we did a one night only quote unquote super group cover band. It was me and a bunch of guys from different bands that get together for just a night and learn a bunch of cover songs and then play them under a different Christmas pun band name. 1 year we were Chimney Eat World. 1 year we were
That's
Slayer.
very funny.
SLEIG.
That's also very funny.
Slayer.
Yeah. What else?
Beyonce.
Give me more.
Beyonce.
Yeah. Give me
Last
more.
year we were Little Saint Nick. Go back.
I like every year you're reaching a little.
Oh, then just wait for Baby It's Cold Play Outside. Because that's if you want to reach, wait for Baby It's Cold Play Outside. I'm making a banner with all
Wow,
the words.
this is very funny.
Yeah. But so we do this every year, this sort of thing, and it's this weird thing where it's become a thing. All my friends know we do it every year. It's turned into the craziest rager 2 years in a row. And it's just so funny. You play an LA show and everybody, all the A&R stand in the back of their room with their arms crossed, sort of judging you. And then we do this Christmas party, and it's a room of only A&Rs who are going ape shit crazy to like a bunch of 90s covers.
Yeah.
And we did it this year, and we did Life is a Highway. And we did a bunch of huge 90s, we did Third Eye Blind, we did Alanis Morissette, we did a bunch of huge 90s covers. And then we did Life is a Highway, and Life is a Highway shut the bar down. I literally thought the walls were going to fall. We just stopped playing, and then everyone's just singing, Life is a Highway. And I was like, fuck, this is crazy. And so we just started doing it at our shows. Like we've been doing this sort of once a month residency at No Vacancy in Hollywood. Just back to the philosophy of just trying out the songs in the live setting, just keep doing it. And we started playing Life is a Highway at this, and it works. It's every single time. And then we did this New Year's party out at Soho House Malibu, where we were like a fake cover band for a New Year's party.
Wow, I didn't know you guys were millionaires.
I'm a millionaire.
We're not members. They won't let us in. They never even called me back. I'm kidding. But we played.
Also, side note, Brian might have made out with a 65-year-old woman on stage.
Is what it is.
Did you really?
Nah,
Yeah.
we were so okay.
There's
So
no nah about this.
this is a
Absolutely.
different story. I was going to get to this part.
Tight.
We played.
Give the people what they want to hear.
So we do this Christmas party every year, and then sidebar, I guess. About a week after the Christmas party, get a phone call from like a friend of a friend who was at the Christmas party. He was like, "Hey, I do all the events at Soho House Malibu, and we're doing a New Year's party, and our band just dropped out, and we need somebody last minute." And I heard I was at the Christmas party. I thought you guys were great, but and I was like, well, we're not really a cover band, but I could probably put something together for New Year's if you want. It's like a prom theme. Just did a bunch of 80 songs. We did it, and it was awesome out in Malibu. And we played Life is a Highway going into midnight, by the way.
Right.
Just somehow just
Shit.
into it. Just into it. And at midnight, some 60-year-old woman who's just been in the front row, wasted, eyeing me the whole time, just walks on stage and plants one in my face. And I'm all for committing to the trick, so I kissed her back.
Hell yeah.
I'll commit to it.
Ringing in
really need to take it off the
2017.
top, right?
Been the strangest year of my life, too, ever
Well, it
since.
started, yeah. You got kissed by
Kissed-
a witch.
Probably.
Bite your tongue. She was a very sweet woman with loose morals.
She haunted your year so far.
Hunted me from...
Hunted.
She hunted
honestly,
me.
you
And
could
then
you could
haunted.
you could see her from 4 songs back, just in the corner,
Waiting.
Yeah, just waiting.
Jaws.
Just waiting. To
Just
go.
like,
Looking at her watch,
Yeah.
it's 11.
Walked on
Yeah.
stage and
She had-
planted it on my face.
she
And I
had
was like, you know
planned this
what?
for months.
I was like, you know what? Gotta do it.
yeah, she's like, I'm going to French that child.
Way more awkward if I push her away. I just gotta. People are cheering. I'm like, yeah, we're in. Life is a highway. And then so we did it there, and then we've been playing every single show. We've just been playing Life is a Highway.
like Hendrix with All Along the Watchtower, or Jeff Buckley
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Hallelujah.
yeah.
I feel Brian was really meant to sing.
Yeah,
Life is
dude,
a
Life is a highway.
I like that every time you sing it, you just look in the back for this woman.
Waiting for her.
Like, she's not here. It's like, all right, let's do this.
Let's
Well,
wrap it
no,
up.
quite the opposite. The real secret of why Brian keeps playing Life is a Highway is he's desperately hoping it'll bring her out of the woodwork. It's like Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
he just plays.
play it.
I am dying.
We've
Oh
lost
man, we've lost her to tears.
This happens a bunch.
Babs, not Baz. Are we ever going to do anything else other than Life is a Highway and Young?
I don't know.
You guys should put out an album of 12 songs, and it's just Life is a Highway, but it's the same one. And be like, it's 12 tracks. And they're
Life
like,
is a
yeah,
Highway.
it's just one song. You're like, it's 12.
It started as a joke, and now it's become this thing where I think I just want to convince people that maybe it's just our song. It's just
yeah, right?
That's
by
what I'm
Dales.
saying.
That's
what
the
I'm
idea.
saying,
Is I just want it.
Hallelujah
Life is a Highway by
I
Dales.
guarantee by every single
I'm gonna get stuck recording it for sure.
How old was the median demographic of the summer set?
Well, it varied because we started when we were very young. So when we started when I was 17 years old, it was teenagers, and then it sort of grew.
How old are you now? 21?
It grew. 21. We've been a band for 10 years. We started when I was 17, but I'm only 21 now. So they sort of grew with. So I think over the last couple of years, it's sort of been this wide range from 16 years old to 25 years old.
Okay,
it's
so
girls who graduate, and then a lot
yeah.
of people. What was sort of fascinating was to watch these people who've been coming to shows for years, graduate college and shit like
Hot.
that. I was like, this is weird. I remember when you were 15 coming to our shows, and now you're in
But you
college.
guys, you
hotter.
still have a lot of young fans because a lot of people were tweeting at us do I have to be 18 to come see Brian?
Nope, you got to be 21.
And I was like, Gotta be older than that.
It's like, nope.
Are we talking about the show?
To see Brian.
Yeah, the show. Well, yeah, I was like, otherwise, I don't know. That's funny. I should have responded though.
Okay.
Just K. You just got K.
Because like these, I wonder if like people are gonna start thinking that you wrote it. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
why I
saying.
asked.
If they're
That's
young
why I
enough, like
asked,
they
it's
probably
like-
don't know
the
that
problem is, I sort of. I mean, the Tom Cochran version that we referenced came out in like 1992, so they're definitely too young for that. But then, just fucking Rascal Flatts had to go do it for the Cars movie, and now I post a video every day of me like listening to Life is a Highway, and it's clearly not the Rascal Flatts version. But then people respond to me listening to the Rascal Flatts version. I was like, can't you hear that it's not the one?
It's like how I feel about fruit. Like if that's the way to make Brian angry. Be like, oh, you mean like Rascal Flatts? And, like,
No,
some
Rascal Flatts,
loses-
you're great people. You made a great song bigger.
You ever have a honeydew? It's trash.
Is it? Yeah.
He's never had fruit.
It's
He doesn't eat fruit.
disgusting.
What if you hated all fruit except honeydew?
Oh man, you'd be so fired.
I would be stoked to have a fruit that I enjoyed. I wish I enjoyed fruit. I
that coconut?
fully espouse like the healing properties of fruit.
There's
I
just no fucking way that you don't like a single
He
kind
doesn't.
of
I've been
fruit.
trying this for 2
What about
years.
a cherry?
You have to do like work with cherries.
Cherries are a lot of work.
This is like something in the inconsistency of
You
fruit.
need
too,
an-
that
What
gets-
about kiwis?
You're missing out on pineapple's the greatest food on
Pineapple's-
Oh my
planet
god,
Earth.
I wouldn't
It's- I-
survive without
If I were to
pineapple.
go to if I were stranded on an island and I could pick one food to live off of the rest of my life, it'd be pineapple, and I wouldn't live
yum.
for very long. But I'd be so fucking happy for
You'd
the
be
last couple
fine.
days
Those
of
are
my
fine.
life.
Those are good. to
Eventually, I
survive
might
on.
die, but I would be so happy up until that death.
I don't like honeydew. It's trash. It's also they're like, hey, let's name this the most delicious name ever and make it shit.
Yeah.
Honeydew,
Yeah, it's like
bad.
Whole lot of honey
now
done.
cantaloupe. That's the money melon.
the money.
I think they're of the
Cantaloupe
same.
is the same thing as honeydew.
No, it's not.
Just a
Honeydew
different
is
color.
trash.
So is cantaloupe.
Yeah, they all are
I
trash.
am not qualified to speak on these matters. I'm a
They're
man
both
lost in
so
the produce
bad.
section.
I don't like any of them. Honestly, like I'm not a fruit guy. I'm a vegetable man.
Yeah, I like
Oh.
vegetable.
I mean, I'm
Give me a good root.
A tuber.
Yeah.
Love a tuba.
Give me a good root.
Yo,
I like-
what's up with people hating on eggplant though?
texture.
It's a textural thing.
Same.
Yeah.
I can't eggplant
also
and
really
mushrooms.
like-
I'm just not into because of texture.
You don't like mushrooms?
A lot
What
of
the-
people don't like mushrooms.
What
to be
is
fair.
wrong with you guys?
I like mushrooms if I'm in Joshua Tree and it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm going to
Yes.
outer space.
Yes,
But
yes.
Yeah, a lot of it's a textural
different
thing with
thing.
eggplant, and also eggplant does the same thing that avocados does with me. Which is also with bananas.
Makes
it
you
makes my
happy?
throat itch.
you're allergic for sure then.
Ish, yeah, but I'll still fuck around with avocados though, and I'll just like
It's a good kind of
Tough it
pain.
out.
yeah, I'll tough it out. Like I'll eat it, and then it's weird. I actually it's like itches for a while, and then it goes away, and then when I go to bed, I can feel it in my throat. Anyway, so we've had Dales with us.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Is
Do
this
you guys
the
have
end?
anything you want to plug?
this
We're
the
at
end?
the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're at the
yeah.
end.
Do you
It's
guys
been
can
like
you talk
over
about
an
the
hour.
next song
Is this
that
end?
comes out or not yet?
Yeah, we're gonna put out a song in a couple weeks called "Girls and Their Phones," and I think it's the best one we got. And I think it's the
think-
best song you've ever heard in your
It's
life.
very good, and I also think
But
what's
you've
funny.
heard those on their phones.
I've heard it, but also when you guys were playing it live at Emo Night, I was on my phone.
Yep, that's
So it's-
that's the trick and the
funny.
testament of the whole thing. Is we're
Yeah.
trying to get as many people as they can to ironically film us playing "Girls on Their
we
Phones."
should get Babs Girls on Their Phone. We actually had some Girls on Their Phone merch that people didn't know was Girls on Their Phone merch that we had for sale at Emo Night. But we
Just-
should get Babs a shirt that says.
Gave
Yeah.
her a shirt. She lost it.
No,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Babs, you lost a fucking shirt?
Someone stole it along
I'm
with my
so
phone
surprised.
charger and
No,
just
dude,
like.
I put your phone charger in your backpack. You gotta dig in there. I found it. It was in the green room. And I was like, this is Babs, and I put it in your backpack.
Was it hand woven with a leather strap?
No.
No, I think this is an upgrade, though.
Yeah.
So it all worked out in your favor.
That looks like a weapon. To some.
Did you feel it? Look at this thing. Like it blew my mind.
Feel it.
But oh, this is good.
See?
This is
What
good
I'm talking
cabling.
about.
This is good.
I know.
It
Yeah,
makes me
it's
want
a-
a Samsung just because I haven't seen an
LES one.
iPhone cable like
It's a
you know,
fine
really
They don't
slow.
strap.
exist?
No, I know. Every iPhone cable.
They
they're
gotta
like-
make up for the fact that the Samsungs suck.
I can't,
You
under-
love
I,
them.
I can't understand why they don't give us Samsungs at Emo Night.
Yeah.
I can't understand why they don't gift us these shitty, worthless phones that nobody wants to use.
My
I
phone
love it.
my phone just shuts off now.
I think more things in your life
Count-
probably just shut off than your phone.
It stops working. I'm shocked. Like it just like it doesn't work. Look at that. It's a lizard. And
Morgan's phone looks like it belongs to a 16-year-old raver.
Yeah, that's true. Like I dropped it.
Morgan is a sick. I mean,
Morgan hits me the other day out of nowhere with, By the way, I'm trying to get at eggs on Instagram. I'm offering him hundreds of dollars.
Oh yeah.
just no context, just screenshot of him offering at eggs. That was a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I have to DM him again. I've
just,
been DMing
just the
him
dollar
every
signs getting
day.
higher and higher.
I've been DMing him
At
every day. I go, hello, eggs.
I feel like this guy's sitting on a gold mine.
He is, and he hasn't posted ever.
Really?
At eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a new song coming out.
Cool.
It's called Girls on Their Phones.
Well, we'll definitely post about it, and we'll put the link to the
Young
song that's out right
for
now,
the
"Young for
Summer.
the Summer," in the bio.
Do we have any shows coming up?
Yeah, you guys are gonna
play
play at
with
our
you.
Urban Outfitters.
I wasn't sure if I was
pop-up.
allowed to. That was my subtle. I wasn't sure. if
We're
we
going
were
to play at your
allowed
Urban
to
Outfitters party. I heard there's free PBR.
There's free PBR.
That's why I'm going.
Of course it is.
Are they gonna have? Are they gonna have cool clothes there?
Yeah.
No.
All the Emo Night clothes.
Tight.
You guys doing something with Urban Outfitters?
No.
I heard you can get Emo Night stuff at Urban Outfitters now.
You can.
I'm really. We should do something to commemorate that. We should play a show. Everything
think
Yeah, we
that's a
should
great
play
idea.
show. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do it.
We'll be
We're
there.
all
That's
okay.
June 24th in LA.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right, we lost Morgan to at
Okay.
eggs.
He's back. Morgan's back looking for eggs.
Yeah. He's not there. He's like he's not
By
there.
the way, I love eggs as much as I hate fruit. Eggs.
Yeah,
can
I
eat
love
them.
them.
Sean over here hates eggs
I
as
don't
much as you
love
hate.
eggs.
I'm
fruit.
medium
Really?
on eggs.
Yeah,
Eggs
I'm
are
so
tough.
medium on eggs.
Eggs are tough for
Yeah.
me.
Fucking love eggs.
I like
Great.
I like soft boiled eggs.
I like
Same.
I like
my
you just
favorite
basically
egg.
a really runny egg that I can just use
Yes.
as the sauce for everything else on
Over
my plate.
easy, baby.
Come on.
Over easy and just
I
let it
will
just
make you
take
eggs.
up everything else
I
on my
don't
plate.
like
Definitely.
I'm gonna scramble
Put
your
that on a
eggs.
burger.
Yeah,
Fuck me up.
just I want it to. I don't
Egg
want
on a
the egg-
burger.
Put
Genius,
it on
the
rice.
The best.
Put it on rice.
I do
Yeah,
that.
speaking
don't-
of
they do
which,
that
I'm
in
gonna go to
Japan.
Squirrel.
Oh, I'm starving.
course
The
you're gonna go.
construction
Yeah.
is back.
Well, I'm gonna order it. and
Okay,
pick it up
we gotta
because if
end
you
this.
The
want-
construction is back. Look at
construction is our
fucking
cue.
timing.
Lunch break is over.
Lunch break's
That's
over. Thank
so
you guys for
tight.
coming on.
We're
Love
down.
you all. Take care of
guys.
yourself.
Thank you, Dale.
Yeah.
Podcast.